What's up, party people of the MOB, the mob members only baseball? What's going on? What's happening? What's cracking? Look at all those dancing emotes. And Bullet, seriously, bro. You just said something. What'd you say? Actually, my wife watches it. I just walk in every few minutes and make a wise ass comment and then leave. Apparently, Ray is bringing on his own Love Island or whatever the fuck it is, talking about Axis Dave and Dave Axis and Lisa Pinky and Pink Lisa. It's a whole shit show already, folks, and we've only been on the air for a couple of minutes. Welcome to the season 1, the inaugural, just like last night, schedule release show here for Members Only Baseball. Let me check the chat real quick, see who we got. Not very many people yet. Freddie, first one in, dancing, doing circles, all kinds of crazy shit. Nate Hall's in the house. Bullet's here. Dave Axis, yo, saying yo, what's up, clams? Let me see. Ray's in the house. Let's see. I said Nate, clams. Joe is here. I said Bullet. I said Freddie. Nobody's really talking. Krieg's here. Krieg, don't boo me. What is it? Hey, is it Halloween? If it's not Halloween, don't say boo. Wink is here. No one cares about the schedule release. We want to see Winkler strike out. Oh, I'm sure you'll see a lot of that. Oh, wait. We're finally on the same team. No, I better not see a lot of that. I'm so used to playing and rooting against you and Eagle. It's going to be weird being on the same team with you guys. I started putting new emote. Sorry, but it looks like it hasn't been approved yet. So you know how we have the home run? I made one that's a K for strikeouts, too. So we're going to have that. It's an active emote or moving emote, whatever the fuck those are called. Let me see who else is here. I already said Joe. I said Bullet. I said Ray. Blah, 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 blah. Clams. Funk is in the house. Twin Screw, what's happening? Mike All is here. And Yogi, driving home. Yogi just in time. And Soto's in the house. Good to see everybody. And Gunny at the last second, along with Jeff Banfield. Jeff Banfield, thanks for the bits. This will be a quick show. It'll be like 20 minutes, man. We're just going to go over the schedule. Let me just say also that I appreciate Nate Hall and his willingness to do the schedule. But like I mentioned in the chat, this is below his pay grade. And it was just very simple. It was easy peasy. A couple of the weeks just speak for themselves. They're all 3-game series. As you look in the bottom right-hand corner of your graphic, it says all weeks and the playoffs, or the playoff matchups, are 3-game series. The playoffs are pretty simple. 4 will play at 1, 3 will play at 2, with 2 games in 1 game. So everything's very simple now. This is what I love about small leagues. It's easy. It's all easy. All right. What week do we want to see first? Do you want to see week 1 first? See who you guys match up against? Do you want to see the last week? You want to see something in the middle? What do you want to see? I'm leaning towards doing week 1 first. Tell me what you guys think in the chat as I just double check and see if I missed anybody hiding back there. I said Yogi Clams and Nate, blah, 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 blah. I don't see Eagle anywhere. I'm assuming Chris Lee is probably rating something or someone or somewhere or whatever. Freddie says week 1. Ray says week 1. Jeff Banfield says week 1. Twin Screw says, let's do the fucking weeks in order, Dave. Get your shit together. I can read between the lines there. Mike. All the mics in New York. All right. All right, we'll start with week 1. Opening night will be July 15th. Before I had talked about if we had 6 teams that I would do daytime games. With only 4 teams, I'm thinking we'll probably do 2 evening games, but they'll start a little earlier, so you guys are going to have to miss some of them because 7 o'clock's a little early for some of you guys. I can't believe how many people wanted to do this at 9 o'clock tonight. I put that thing in here. And let me see, 19 of you said 9 o'clock, and only 10 of you combined said 8 or 8:30. Bunch of fucking night owls. But we can't start games at 9 because that means the second game will start at 10:30 because even though you guys are a bunch of night owls, you guys are also a bunch of pussies with staying up late because I see the numbers and I see when people start dwindling off at 10:30 on the stream. So we'll probably do like a 7 and an 8:30 game, something like that. Maybe 7:30 and 9 at the very latest. That's what's going to happen. Ray says, I clicked the wrong emote. I meant to choose 8. What the fuck? Week 13 says Doug Britton. Hey, you got the wrong league for that shit, baby. All right, here we go. Let me find the right buttons. I don't want to fuck anything up, so give me a second. Season 1 schedule. All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm gonna go jump in here. Let me know if I start echoing. I'm gonna jump in the FBI van because I want the drum roll like we used last night. All right. Do I have an echo or am I good? You guys can hear me okay? As soon as somebody answers me, I will show you week 1. You make some of that Cuban coffee, Soto? Ray says no echo. Good. Not everyone is retired, says Twins. Hey, you are, bro. You're retired. A bunch of other people saying no echo. God, Dave doing soundboard again. I'm going to be in pain again. Oh, I'm only going to do the drum roll. I'm not going to do anything else. All right. All right, here we go. So, no echo. Thanks. All right, here we go. Week 1 on 7/15, Hank Aaron Day. That is the first Tuesday I get back. Technically the second Tuesday because I get home on a Tuesday. July 15th. And these first games, thank you, Bo. These first games, good to see you as well. This first week we'll probably play them in the order that they're in. But the rest of them, don't worry about the order. I'll mix them up as we go along. So don't worry about that. Only week 1's order that you see will be the way we roll. So with no further ado, let's check out week 1 of season 1 here in Members Only Baseball. Of course, we're starting off with rivalries because that's what we do. Cubs at Cards and Yanks at O's. That's what we're going to do. Boom. Right out the gate, Bullet. You get to get your ass kicked right from the start. Crazy Bullet. Crazy Canuck says, Effing A. Boom. There is no order in baseball. There's no crying in baseball either, Britain, so zip it there, dirty sheets. Can I draft Soto's Asian girlfriend to be player number 40, says Gunny. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, we're going to get bad blood going right out the gate. We are not going to mess around here. You want rivalries? We got rivalries. Boom. So Dave chose to start the season with the W flag waving in the air. I don't know about all that, Ray. I mean, you got to talk to the Cards about that one. All right, week 2, which will be the following Tuesday. I will double check my calendar, but I'm pretty sure that the 6 weeks of this, except for possibly 1 week in August, I'll be available, so we won't have to miss any weeks or have any breaks or anything. As of now, I think there might be one time in August, and that's about it. All right, here we go. Week number 2 in season 1 here in Members Only Baseball. The schedule says Cards at Yanks, O's at the Cubs. St. Louis got to travel to the Bronx, and the O's got to head out to Wrigley Field in Wrigleyville out there in Chi-Town. Chris Lee, what's up? Good to see you. Let me see. Anybody else jump in? I saw Britton, I saw Chris Lee, and I saw Bo. I think that's about it. So you go. Week 1 is going to be a rivalry. Week 2, almost kind of like interleague play if you count, Orioles and Yankees as American and Cards and Cubs as national. So there you go. Jason, Clams won't be catching many pitches then. At least not from you. Hey-o. Oh, look I got drums. I got more drums. What's up, Clams? I lied to you. All right, here we go. Week 3. That's all right. Clams is used to men lying to her all the time. Gutty, I'm going to talk to you guys about that. I can't wait to kill a bear. Ooh, whoa. That was very mean, Wink. It's just a baby little cub. It's just a little baby cub, bro. All right. Is pitching better than catching? I don't know, Banfield. You might want to check another server for that information. All right, here we go. Week number 3. Week 1, we got rivalry. Week 2, we got interleague play. What's going down in week 3? Let's find out right now. It's interleague play again, but we're going to switch things up. The Yanks heading out to Wrigleyville. The O's heading out to the Arch, right? Arch. New York at Chicago, Baltimore at St. Louis. There's your first half of the schedule. Remember now, these are all 3-game series. So this is 9 games in. We'll have 18-game regular season, and then we'll do the playoffs. But the playoffs will also be 3-game series if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of your graphic. The Yanks have to real rivalries because I don't know what the Bullet. You might want to go watch a little Love Island and then come back and try to type that out again. I don't know what the fuck, bro. All right. Week 1's down. Week 2's down. Week 3's down. There's the first half of your season 1 schedule. Kicking off the second half here. Bill had a stroke, says Joe. Kicking off the second half of the schedule here in week 4 is the exact opposite of week 3. You're going to play the same teams back to back. So it's kind of a home and home series. Week 3, week 4. We had Yanks at Cubs and O's at Cards. We're going to flip-flop that for week 4. Cubs at Yanks and Cards at O's. I'm not as think as you drunk I am, Dan. Isn't that a song? I think that's a song. Hey, I'm also drinking whiskey tonight, FYI. And I had some wine as well. And maybe a little vodka. But that's it. And some coffee. That's it. 6 in a row, Gluta. How do you like that shit? Do you like apples, Gluta? Well, I know they like them in New York, apparently. All right. Do you like big apples? Do you like big apples and you cannot lie? Week 4, we are laying a bunch of rat traps for those dirty-ass Subway. Wow, Ray. Woo, that was damn. At the same time, Dave, I don't know. Do you like Five Guys, Crazy Canuck? All right. Hey, speaking of a train, we haven't had one yet. We haven't had a hype train yet. All right. Week number 5. Cubs at O's, Yanks at Cards, which means, I don't even need a drum roll for this, we will end the season the same way we started the season with rivalries. We have bookend rivalries. That means Cards at Cubs in week 6 and the O's at the Yanks to wrap up the season and see how the positions for the playoffs go. Banfield, thanks for the bits. Let me see what I'm missing here. Somebody said OMG. About something. I was talking about your whiskey and coffee and vodka and wine or whatever. Oh, my bad. No, I guess it was throughout the day. I had a couple cups of coffee. Then I tried some new vodka. It was just a little sip, actually, because it was some new vodka we got. Then I had another cup of coffee. Then I had some wine with dinner, and then I've had a couple of glasses of whiskey post-dinner, but pre-schedule show. So, all right. Dave needs someone to... Whoa, easy there, Mike. This is a family show. It's a fucking family show, bro. Let's see here. Somebody doesn't give a shit about something. Fuck you, Ray. Banfield got bits. All right. So, real quick. How do you guys like having rivalries on the bookends? Start the season that way, end the season that way. The home and homes right in the middle of the season. That'll be a nice little thing. Remember, we have progressions every week. Except for pitchers. Pitchers do it every other week. That's what she said. Yo. Hey, that's a good bumper sticker. Pitchers do it every other week. Dude, Lisa wonders why I talk to myself and laugh at myself all the time. I love my jokes. I laugh at all my jokes. There you go, Clams. Fucking family show, bro. People love it. Let me see. What else did we do? Nate did something right. Yanks season 1 champs. Book it. Start engraving the trophy, Dave. I did. I already have it. It says Orioles on it, Bullet. What's up? What else? Anything else? Anybody got questions? I am going to put out some more information over the next couple of days, and I want to make one announcement right now, but I'll also put it in the mob orders later. That's the wrong bird. Oh, I got the right bird right here, Crazy Canuck. Hold on. Actually... There you go. There's the right bird. Red. No, you are so wrong. Anyway, we want to try that vodka. It was actually pretty tasty. I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to let you guys know. It was pretty good. I mean, vodka is vodka, I guess. But the one announcement I want to make while I am gone, I have asked Chad Rowland to be the project manager, quote unquote, if you will, to oversee all the player builds and the vault and all of that. I put a whole big old post for the owners and the admins earlier today. Chad not only has the game, knows how to build players, knows how to do the vault stuff, knows how to do the whole cross play and all that bullshit, but he's also off that entire week of work. So he seemed to be the perfect person to take care of this while I'm gone to California. Basically, I just switched all the players over today. Chad. Oh yeah, what was the name of the player in ACL? Chad. Something about Chad quits. What was it? I knew Chad would quit. Yeah, he won't quit this. Trust me. If your player sucks, blame Chad. No, blame the archetypes, which would be basically blaming me. We will have I knew Chad. Yeah, thanks, Keith. I was. It took me a minute. I moved all the players over today. The players that we had in the beta. That leaves 2 players for every team, and then one team I think had 3 left, or it was 3, 3, 2, and 2, something like that. Those players will need to be created. However, tomorrow I'm going to put this roster up in the vault. I'm going to have Chad overlook it, take a look, make sure I didn't miss anything, and then once he has the second set of eyes on it, then we will release it to the hounds. We will release it to the owners. But the owners have already been instructed they need to communicate, because once somebody takes the roster from the vault and works on it, once they edit it, they have to put it back in the vault before somebody else can take it in and add to it and edit it and what have you. So all that to say, if you're working on your player, or if you want to help out, this process while you're gone, help build players, or if you want to build your own player, let your manager, your owner know, and then they'll let Chad know. And what happens, then we'll just put it in the vault as a player and add it. But if you've already had a player in the... Yes, there is, Doug. Hold on. I'll answer that just a second. If you've already had a player in the beta season, then do not create a new player, because you're going to edit the player that I already have in here, because we're not going to keep fucking around. Because every time you move a player around, you have to redo rosters and lineups and shit. It's a big pain in the ass. So we're going to try to keep that to a minimum. Doug Britton, is there a preseason progression? Yes, there is. It'll be approximately 20 points. I don't know the exact number yet. Could be as high as 24. Could be as low as 16. But it'll be in the 20-ish range. You can use that towards height, weight. You can use it towards becoming a switch hitter. You can use it towards your pull, whole field, opposite field hitting. And then you can use it on other things. There's going to be a limit on those. Let's say if it's 20, then no more than 5 points can be put on one attribute. And then as we go week to week, my guess is you'll have around 6 points per week to add to your player, is if I've done the math correct. So, any other questions before we sign off? Let me see here. At Dave Axis, Jeff Banfield wants Robo's special drink. Aw, that's what do we call that? A reverse Robo now, right? Because so Robo had like 3/4 of a cup of this certain type of whiskey and then a little bit of ginger ale. And we tried that drink when we were in South Carolina, and it was terrible. So we did a reverse Robo where we filled it all with ginger ale and just added a little bit of that whiskey that he likes. That was crazy. Is there a preseason? You got that done already? Yeah, I mean, Crazy Canuck. I told you this was going to be a quickie, bro. I told you that. I'm here for a few more minutes if you guys want to ask me any questions, but I don't want to be on the air just for the sake of being on the air. Any comments or questions about the schedule, the playoffs? I will say this about this. Somebody asked about home stadiums or something earlier. Let me address that real quick. I'm going back and forth, and I'm probably going to put it in the league chat with the owners and the admins. I think I'm going to digress a little bit on doing everything old school for every single game. What I'm finding out is when we have the newer broadcasts and some of the newer stadiums and things like that, it does all the extra things that we want in the game. It shows all the replays, the in-depth things, the segues are better in between innings. They re-show stuff in between innings, things like that. Yeah, everybody's doing DH, Jeff Banfield. That's why everybody has that's why everybody drafted 4 outfielders. Pitchers will not hit in this game. But so I'm thinking about, instead of making the whole thing mob, maybe we make Thursdays like throwback days where you do the old stadium, and I'll let each team pick a home old stadium. And then maybe Wednesdays is a wild card kind of thing where maybe we do newer stadium but old uniform, and then maybe on Tuesdays we just do all new stuff, something along those lines. But I'm going to run that by the owners and the admins, see how they feel about it. I really wanted to do all the old stuff, but the game is so much better when you do the more modern things. So, I mean, that game today that I put a couple clips. If you haven't seen them already, one was there was a nice play by a third baseman that to end an inning, and then Chad hit a home run off of Soto. And if you just see the way the replays do the segues and all that stuff, it's just better. So, all right, last thing. Wednesdays will be playing a strip club due to hump day. No, Yankees always play on Wednesday because they got Mike. Hey-o. Where's my drum when I need it? There it is. All right. That's all I got, unless anybody else got anything else for me. What's your favorite way to eat a potato? Is that a real question? Baked and loaded. Has anybody seen the on social media the comedian that goes, "I like my women like I like my," and then the crowd throws something out, and then he's got to think up a comeback on the fly. It's pretty funny. So that would have been a good one. I like my women like I like my potato, loaded and creamy and whatever, and with the skin or something. I don't know. Wednesdays will be played, or say who would be the first batter to be hit by a pitch? Potato vodka. My bad. Yeah, Crazy Kid. He is really hilarious. That guy. All right, last chance for questions because I'm about to sign off. Anything? There will be a new emote. I guess they haven't approved it yet. I'm looking in here. Do you guys see a K? Kind of like the home run, but it comes at you in a different way. I don't see it yet. So Twitch has to approve every little motherfucking thing. It's fucking exhausting. So, all right. Well, thanks to the 23 of you that showed up. I appreciate you. And if you have questions or whatever, please, as I'm putting things in the mob orders, please read them. I'm putting things in there that are important for you to know. They have bullet points. I will point out one last thing before I go. Jeff Banfield, thank you for the bits. If you look at the graphic on the screen right now, in between weeks 2 and 3 and 5 and 6, that space right there, if you take a really close look, you'll see a really, really good-looking ball player sitting there at shortstop, just kind of waiting for a ball to get hit to him or something. So in case you didn't pick up on that earlier, now you know. All right. Yeah, Joe. All right, I'm out, folks. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. There's your schedule. 6 weeks, 18 games, and then a couple rounds of playoffs, and that'll be that. It should go by pretty quick. We'll take what we learned in season 1. We'll make some changes. We'll apply it to season 2. And we'll make season 2 even better than season 1. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being in the mob. Yeah, nice try, Gunny. And I will be in touch very soon. That's all I got. Good night now.